Welcome to this week's episode of Mid-States Wrestling. This is the loose cannon, David McBee, and I'm joined by the governor, Nigel Rabbit.
And I'm going to tell you all about the action coming up. We have got Malo squaring off against the hardest working man in professional wrestling, Space Cowboy Jason Jones. But that's not all. My good and dear friend Stephen E. comes to the ring with the natural-born villain, Tim Rockwell, as he faces Bert Cameron.
Introducing first, he weighed in at 175 pounds. He is from Mexico City, Mexico. This is Malo. And his opponent, he weighed in at 320 pounds. He is from Harrison, Arkansas. The hardest working man in professional wrestling, the Space Cowboy, Jason Jones.
The Space Cowboy, Jason Jones, making his way to the ring here. Of course, Nigel Rabbit and Ryan Lee joining us here on commentary.
We got it, baby. We got it in the bag.
And these fans, they love the Space Cowboy.
Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Tell you what,
Nigel, how about you? You doing all right this evening?
I'm stuck between you two.
Well, that should make you happy, huh?
the Space Cowboy, look at this crowd.
In Streamer City, David, it's Streamer City in the Mid-States Wrestling Arena.
It is so terrible to see people so wantonly littering.
Of course, always a huge crowd here at Mid-States. If you ever want to join us in person, go to mswtickets.com to get your tickets. Also, they have some sweet merchandise over there, especially like that Space Cowboy shirt that he's wearing. Check it out, mswtickets.com. And this is the first time Space Cowboy's opponent, maybe Ryan Lee or Nigel, do you have any information on this opponent here? This is a debut here in the Mid-States Wrestling Arena.
Well, I tell you this, I've yet to see Malo in a professional wrestling ring, so this is something new for me. We're all going to learn something here tonight, but one thing I do know, the Space Cowboy Jason Jones, he don't call himself the hardest working man in professional wrestling for nothing. He's going to do everything he can here tonight to make sure that he gets that payday at the pay window.
Oh, good move there by the Cowboy to kick off the matchup.
Nice little hip toss there. And Malo doesn't seem to be terribly pleased with that.
Of course, the Space Cowboy, again, just, here comes those deadly elbows.
Nice tactic by Malo there. Gets yourself out of harm's way. And
Thought maybe he had control for a second, but the Space Cowboy said, nope, I'm going to take control of this situation, and followed up with a nasty spinning elbow right there.
A little strut there by the Space Cowboy. He's always cooler than the other side of the pillow. And now those big right hands. Down goes Malo. Is the Cowboy right now in firm control?
Well, we're going to find out right after this commercial break.
KC Insurance wants to remind everyone that we are your local trusted insurance agency for all your life and health insurance needs. We are located in the Northville Shopping Center at 912 Highway 6265 North in Harrison. Feel free to come by the office anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., or call 870-517-1207 to schedule your appointment now. And don't forget, we are local people helping local people. Have you ever dreamed of a career in professional wrestling? Contact the Mid-States Wrestling Academy today. We train wrestlers, referees, managers, announcers, valets, and producers. We have alumni employed with WWE, AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, and New Japan. Now taking new students in Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Call us today at 858-848-SLAM or find us online at mswtickets.com.
Check out Mid-States Wrestling on YouTube. New episodes every Friday, plus promos, backstage interviews, and more. Don't miss a single episode. Check out Mid-States Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe now.
Casey Insurance wants to remind everyone that we are your local trusted insurance agency for all your life and health insurance needs. We are located in the Northville Shopping Center at 912 Highway 6265 North in Harrison. Feel free to come by the office anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., or call 870-517-1207 to schedule your appointment now. And don't forget, we are local people helping local people.
Welcome back, the Space Cowboy.
Space Cowboy Jason Jones one-on-one with Malo from Mexico City, Mexico. We've mentioned it before, Mid-States Wrestling, they're bringing talent in from all over the globe.
Look at that judicious application of the ring rope to the esophagus, restricting the airflow.
He flings off the Space Cowboy as Malo pretty impressive here. He's got the Cowboy in trouble. Got pinned, one count.
Very lazy on that pin, though. Just not even a lateral press, just hands across the chest. Now, I may not care too much for Mr. Jones here, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to take more than just a little bit of a turn down to keep him down on the canvas for three.
Oh! Space Cowboy took flight. He just took flight.
That's not all he took. Did you see the atomic drop followed by the Manhattan drop?
Oh, I seen it. It looked like Malo may have suffered a broken butt cheek, Excuse me, Nigel.
Do I look like I've got a glass of wine in my hand?
Big right hand from the Space Cowboy. And he's calling to the crowd.
You guys ready?
He's asking if we're ready.
You know he feeds off this hometown crowd. They love him here.
What, like a vampire?
Look at these vicious right hands and a bionic elbow. The Space Cowboy, he's looking good. Well, Nigel, you said earlier you don't like the Space Cowboy. What's the reason?
Because I've met him. Just because you like someone doesn't mean they're a wonderful human being.
Looks like Malo's getting his fill of an all-you-can-eat buffet of turnbuckle with a side of splash compliments of the Space Cowboy, Jason Jones.
Whoa. Misses on the splash. Big right hand miss, and here comes a Cowboy. Stunner!
With finesse, guys, it's gotta be over.
1, 2, and a 3 count. And the Space Cowboy with a huge victory.
The Space Cowboy, Jason Jones.
Jason Jones with an impressive victory, nonetheless. You know, I don't have to like someone to be able to appreciate their ability to beat another person up.
Is the Space Cowboy? We have the Cowboy camera. And Space Cowboy continues to be on a roll. And we'll be back for some more Mid-States Wrestling action.
Casey Insurance wants to remind everyone that we are your local trusted insurance agency for all your life and health insurance needs. We are located in the Northville Shopping Center at 912 Highway 6265 North in Harrison. Feel free to come by the office anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., or call 870-517-1207 to schedule your appointment now. And don't forget, we are local people helping local people.
Get your MSW merch at MSWtickets.com. Pick up this Japanese Respect shirt or this 1990s retro logo tee. Plus, get DVDs from past shows. Scan the QR code for event tickets, merch, and more. Check out MSWtickets.com.
Looks like we have Breakthrough Drew. Let's hear it for him, guys. We got Breakthrough Drew. Let's hear it for Breakthrough Drew. Oh yeah, gotta love the wind-up, Breakthrough Drew. Let's hear it, Breakthrough Drew. Breakthrough Drew.
Check out Mid-States Wrestling on YouTube. New episodes every Friday, plus promos, backstage interviews, and more. Don't miss a single episode. Check out Mid-States Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following match has a 15-minute time limit and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the manager of champions.
I told you, everybody here, you guys need to buy a lottery ticket because it's your lucky day. You get to see me, you get to see the villain, Tim Rockwell. That's all that matters, baby.
Look at Stephen E. coming out with the natural-born villain, Tim Rockwell. This is exciting. You must be absolutely enthralled sitting here and being in the presence of such greatness.
I'm not surprised, Nigel, that you would be a fan of Stephen E. I mean,
What? What are you trying to say?
Stephen E. is just
Hey, look at that.
I mean, Tim Rockwell's already dangerous, but now you got Stephen E. and Shirley. But Stephen E., he told me earlier, I'm looking for gold, and then told me to get the hell away from him.
Oh, so he's being nice to me.
Yeah, that's about the nicest thing he's ever said to me.
Well, I'll tell you right now, he's got a little bit of gold in his hand as he's sporting that solid gold crowbar. Surely.
And his opponent, he weighed in at 254 pounds from St. Joseph, Missouri. He is your Mid-States Wrestling Kansas Heavyweight Champion. He is a man with morals, Bert Cameron.
Well, this is what we need. We need a man with morals. We got Stephen E. out here and Tim Rockwell.
Wait. What are you saying about Stephen E.? Stephen E. is a fine, upstanding member of the community.
Stephen E. has zero morals, but the Kansas Mid-States Wrestling Champion, he always does the right thing. And these fans, they love him here in the Mid-States Wrestling Arena.
Saying that Stephen E. is without morals is a pretty bold statement from a man who's wearing denim and a sports coat.
I think Stephen E.'s actions speak for themselves. I mean, come on, Nigel Rabbit.
Mid-States Wrestling Kansas heavyweight champion, St. Joseph, Missouri's own Bert Cameron. He's gonna have his hands full here tonight. Not only is he going one-on-one with the natural-born villain, Tim Rockwell, but you know what's ringside, the manager of champions, Stephen E., and of course, Shirley.
My good and dear friend, Stephen E. Don't you be rude about Stephen. I'll tell him about the things you say.
Well, this is basically a 3-on-1 matchup here. Of course, Cameron got a little bit of a weight advantage over Rockwell, and he's going to need every little advantage he can get with Stephen E. out there. You got to keep an eye on him.
Don't you shame Mr. Cameron.
Cameron's in very good shape. I mean, I think he's been working out hard. He's been hitting the gym.
Well, he needs to focus on hitting Tim Rockwell, but I don't know if that's going to be what he's able to do.
Well, the villain's already super dangerous as he gets control here early. Saying he's going to break the arm of Cameron.
You know, and that would be Mr. Cameron's own fault, wouldn't it, not taking Mr. Rockwell seriously.
The natural-born villain, though, I mean, he's as tough as they come. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We know his upbringing. He's been in the world of professional wrestling for quite some time. And he's one of those guys, he'll take a win by any means necessary.
Well, he's already a great competitor. Why partner up with Stephen E.? That's my question.
I mean, why not? I mean, let me paint a picture for
It's about
you.
the money, right, Nigel?
No. Because what it boils down to, and both of you might be able to understand this, it's an elevated concept, but as a competitor in our sport, you want what? Huh?
You want checks and championships,
You
correct?
want victories. You want victories. Because the victories lead to checks and championships, right?
I'm going to agree with you 1,000% on that, Nigel.
So when you have a ace up your sleeve, a psychological advantage, like having Stephen E., the manager of champions, I mean, just the name alone sets the stage for a psychological advantage over your opponent.
There's a big move by Cameron.
Why would you not want Stephen E.? Oh!
And now Bert Cameron getting rolling. Swinging net breaker. We got a pin count. Got a 1 count. We're going to have to step away. We'll be right back shortly here on Mid-States Wrestling.
Casey Insurance wants to remind everyone that we are your local trusted insurance agency for all your life and health insurance needs. We are located in the Northville Shopping Center at 912 Highway 6265 North in Harrison. Feel free to come by the office anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., or call 870-517-1207 to schedule your appointment now. And don't forget, we are local people helping local people.
Have you ever dreamed of a career in professional wrestling? Contact the Mid-States Wrestling Academy today. We train wrestlers, referees, managers, announcers, valets, and producers. We have alumni employed with WWE, AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, and New Japan. Now taking new students in Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Call us today at 858-848-SLAM or find us online at mswtickets.com.
Welcome back to Mid-States Wrestling as the villain with a huge shot to the side of the head of Cameron.
And too many of those, and it becomes harder and harder to read at night.
As much as I want to pay attention to this match, it's just hard to. I mean, you got Stephen E. walking around with Shirley on the outside, as if the natural-born villain Tim Rockwell's not dangerous enough on his own.
Yeah, he could legitimately win this. He doesn't need Stephen E. That's my whole point.
I've heard some stories about the natural-born villain Tim Rockwell. I'm telling you right now, that's not a guy that you want to encounter outside of the building.
It's not a guy you want to encounter inside of the building.
Yes. You just don't want to encounter him in general.
Oh, and one of my personal favorites, right in the center of the ring, that sleeper hold. Shades of the late, great Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Look at the color discoloration on the face of Cameron.
Hit the snooze button.
I mean, no, it looks like it's the sleep button at this point.
He's got that in deep as Stephen E.
Look at Bert Cameron. He's trying to fight. He's trying to fight it off, but Tim Rockwell has it locked in deep. I'm surprised Rockwell hasn't tried to wrap the legs around the body of Bert Cameron.
Look at the face of Stephen E. He feels like they're close. There's a 1 count.
He
a
might
2.
be out, guys. He might actually look at his face.
This could do it. Oh!
I guess I was wrong. Bert Cameron mustering up a little bit of energy, trying to fight back.
Bert Cameron showing the heart of a champion. Gets back to his feet and now trying to get out of the hold. But the villain puts him right back down.
Big lariat.
The Mid-States Wrestling Kansas champion in serious trouble. Look at the pain on his face. Oh.
There's something wrong.
What? No!
I knew it.
Come on!
I knew it.
Come on!
I would have bet. I'd have bet everything I owned on that.
I'm trying to listen to what Tim Rockwell's telling the referee. What are you two blathering on?
Do you not see that, Nigel Rabbit? Do you not see that?
The whole world just seen it, David. I know you've seen it, Nigel.
Look, I was paying attention to what was actually going on in the ring. I don't know what you two were doing.
Stephen E. making an impact now as Rockwell having a conversation with the ref, saying he's something in his eye. Look at Stephen E. again!
There's something in Mr. Rockwell's eye.
I think you're failing to realize what's actually going on out here, Nigel.
What do you mean I don't fail to realize anything?
We
I
know
am
that you're good friends with Stephen E., but come on, you're
What?
sitting right here with us.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about Stephen E. interjecting himself in this matchup, and somehow or another, we're all sitting here at this table, and you just don't see it?
2 count there for Rockwell.
I don't understand what you're complaining about at all. Stephen E. has not set foot in the ring. He's oh dear, his necktie seems to be a little.
Here's a question for you, Nigel. Has he interjected himself physically in this matchup?
Not that I've seen, no. But
I can't believe you. I can't believe you, Nigel.
I'm
You
paying
know what?
attention to
Actually,
what's
I can.
important.
I actually can.
Look at the villain just choking Cameron. And Stephen E. using Shirley.
Take a look at that, Nigel. I know you see it.
Don't tell me you don't see that, Nigel. Come
I'm
on.
trying to read the referee's lips. I can't see what he's saying. What were you guys
Completely
going on?
ludicrous.
What are you looking at?
Rockwell distracting the ref and assaulting Cameron. Huge right hand. As Cameron just
It's a good way to get
completely
your
out of
nose
it.
shattered.
And look at the look on Stephen E.'s face over there. Loving every moment of it.
I mean, he should be very happy with himself. He's aligned himself with a very, very dangerous competitor. Oh no!
Here comes Cameron fighting back.
No, come on.
Where does Cameron get this?
Come on, Rockwell.
Another clothesline.
It's like a house of fire.
Oh,
He got the spear!
2.
Wow!
Oh, thank goodness.
Almost got the victory.
What was that, 2 3/4?
Might have been 2 85 hundredths.
And now Bert Cameron, he's getting his second wind.
Don't forget your second. Oh!
Huge kick to the stomach. Stephen E. jumps on the apron.
Here we go.
It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for.
Oh,
Don't put
no.
your hands.
Come
Don't put your
on.
hands.
Oh! He may have shattered his ribs. You gotta be kidding me.
2 and a 3 for the villain. Tim Rockwell used everything but the kitchen sink.
Mr. Johnson is sitting right here. He didn't touch my cricket bat. I don't know what you're blathering about.
Well, Rockwell gets the victory, and Stephen E. is getting applauded by Nigel Rabbit. As that's going to do it for this week's episode. This is the Loose Cannon, David McBee. I was joined by Ryan Lee on commentary.
The winner of this contest, the villain, Tim Rockwell.
And Nigel Rabbit also joining us on commentary.
Hey, you don't say goodbye for me.
Next time,
I say
do your job a
goodbye
little
for me.
better and I won't have to
On
come and do
behalf
it,
of
Jack.
McBee, Ryan, I'm Nigel Rabbit. You talk about our producer.
And we'll thank our producer, Chris Blasky. We'll see you next week here on Mid-States Wrestling.